sounds
not
brilliant.
much, but yet.
Yeah.
I mean, it doesn't look a lot different, but you can tell, like, when the card turns, you gotta have that illusion, like, it might be 3D.
Still, I'll play it. Oh, hand 3, 2, 1. Live from the 6th subfloor basement of the Guys, Games, and Beer Tower. It's Guys, Games, and Beer.
Yeah!
They didn't do that with the Larry interruption.
Hey, that was amazing, actually.
I
I
had
lost.
cookie in my mouth, so therefore I couldn't shout out something.
I had forget it.
Oh, Facebook. Fuck.
All right. So, I suppose we should probably get to...
I don't know, something like, I don't know, maybe, perhaps, possibly...
Ba-da-bum! Ba-da-bum-bum! Ba-da-bum-bum-bum-bum-bum. Beer court. Hey, so, what do we have for beer court tonight?
We
Tell
have from Revolution Brewing double dry hopped Galaxy Hero.
IPA, huh? It's a double dry hopped.
Double.
So dry hop just basically means that you're seeping some actual hops at the end of the brewing process.
Yeah.
So so I expect a lot of hoppiness out of this. The question is, is it hoppy goodness or hoppy bag of ass?
Yeah, it's like a mystery bag.
I love
Central
British
Chicago.
It is out of
the
Chicago.
artwork on this.
Yeah, the last one out of Chicago wasn't so good. The fib?
They're
Yeah.
they have
Yeah.
little
Oh, yeah, that was shit.
Heroes,
Yeah,
sampler packs.
that was
where there's,
expected disappointment.
Like, 3 or 4 different heroes. You know, like
So this is one of the hero ones?
Yeah, and it's like, I think they keep rotating. There's probably
All right.
like
So this is their Galaxy here. I do like
Sorry
the artwork
to
here.
my friends.
Yeah, the artwork's
God,
very
I do like the artwork. What do they have to say about this beer?
All right.
Ooh,
Beer
it smells good.
Advocate states.
It smells good.
Brewed for the Chicago Comic Entertainment Expo, this IPA shoots a ray gun blast of Galaxy and Zethos hops into your mouth and leaves a crisp, dry finish. This IPA has big hop flavors and aroma of tropical fruit and citrus, just like every other beer we drank lately. Smells
You know, I got
like
kind of a sore throat. That's really helping it so far.
I'm going to say this is not bad. I'm not a big IPA drinker, but it's delivering on what they said exactly in that. I get the citrus, I get the fruit notes.
Yeah,
You know,
it
the
also
word
tastes
fresh
alien
comes
hops.
to mind.
Yeah, it
It
does.
tastes fresh.
Yeah, it does.
It's like fresh
It's
hops.
very-
Yeah.
That's what's actually making me go, I might actually drink this more.
This is not bad.
Yeah.
Low
Surprising.
carbonation.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Not overly carbonated.
I'm even less of a IPA drinker than you.
Yeah, well that's saying volumes, man.
Wow.
I'm pleasantly surprised.
Yeah.
I was a little concerned when it said double IPA. That
Yeah.
I was very concerned when
You
it said
start getting-
Illinois.
That's.
Now here's the test that I'm planning on doing now. Is I've had a couple sips of this. I'm now going to try
Back to
this
that creamsicle beer.
and see if I can actually taste the creamsicle beer, or if all I taste is still hop.
I gotta tell you, this one finishes pretty darn clean. I mean, I got the bitter, but I don't think it's going to destroy your tastes for it.
Yeah, it is pretty fresh.
I still get that. So
Yeah,
Doesn't
yeah,
freaking coat the
exactly. And
Doesn't-
this is a light beer,
Yeah.
and it's not destroying the taste of it. So it's not one of those IPAs you're going to drink and, like we've always talked about, be the last thing you have.
Yeah.
Yeah.
When we did do the 6-pack, or the ones in the multiple packs
Yeah.
of this, is like you kind of have to look at which ones are the ones that are going to, like, you do in a certain order. Otherwise, you drink one of them and the rest will taste the same.
Yeah.
But
Yeah, this is
Or very
really,
similar. This one's pretty decent.
I gotta say, this is really darn decent.
So, just to chime in here, I also
that
don't
was a
like
nice one.
IPAs and real hoppy beers, probably more than either of you. So I wouldn't say I would ever order this again,
Right.
because it's just so much hops. I'm just like, I just want beer.
Yeah.
Okay.
To be fair, but I would definitely, if you like hot beers, I would recommend it.
Yeah, okay, so
Same.
cooler test. Would you grab it out of the party cooler?
Yeah, if
Last
I
thing
were in
can
the mood.
see.
You know, no,
Certainly, yeah.
I actually on a hot day would grab this out of the party cooler. Again, even though I'm not an IPA drinker, it's got enough fruitiness for me that I think it would be okay.
I would drink one. I would drink one just
I would
because it's
open it and
there.
not realize
Like,
what it is and be like, oh damn it, I'm gonna drink it.
Yeah.
I would grab it if I didn't see anything else in the cooler that
Yeah.
was non-IPA.
Well, okay, all right.
Because when I think of a hot
No, I
Sunday
mean-
beer, it's definitely not IPA.
This is
But
not
yet, that is saying that I would grab it out of the cooler. I
Mhm.
would not just be like, okay,
Yeah.
I'm not gonna have a beer.
Right.
I
You'll drink
will,
this.
I will
not
drink
bad.
this.
Probably not double IPAs, but I've had IPAs that I prefer over this. But again, this is that whole double IPA, so it's real strong.
But considering it's a double IPA, it doesn't have a really overly
Indicating
nasty,
more than-
bitter finish.
No, yeah,
You know,
it's like
it's-
you guys
it's-
said.
Well, it's just-
It's
It's a steady level. There's not a real aftertaste. It's
Yeah, it
Just
doesn't
straight
linger
up
too long,
through.
Just
Yeah.
that's a solid
Yeah,
IPA.
it's a solid. Yeah, I'm actually good with this. Which again, for me, an IPA, that's pretty unusual. All right, shall we? Let's see what we got.
That's
All right.
All right,
I can say it's good.
Easy
No, I
choice.
would drink it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
For an IPA, that's high praise. That's really high praise.
It's
So,
a special occasion. It was brewed for a special occasion. So
yeah, it's interesting they
For the-
did it for that Comic Con.
Yeah, comics and let me look it up.
Which
again.
one was
It's,
it again?
C2E2, right?
It's Chicago Comic Entertainment Expo.
Yeah, C2E2.
C2E2.
Yeah, so they brewed this for C2E2. I'm good. I'm pretty impressed. All right, so if you're looking for something, I assume it's got to be. Did you bring this back from Chicago?
No, I think that Ashcrafts. I think
That's a
brought it.
good.
Oh, okay, they sent
Oh.
this back for us. Okay.
Okay.
From
Yeah, because I don't think I've seen this up here. So.
maybe these make it up here.
It doesn't go good with chocolate.
No.
It does not
So
go
good to know.
Is it not on the list of pairings? You know,
Pairs well with
the other week said
nothing.
Pairs with everything. So where's that?
Yeah, I'm going to just
Pairs well with more hops.
that fib
Yeah.
beer. The fib beer said it paired well with everything. No, it did not. It didn't even pair well with itself.
pairs the
Pairs-
same with everything.
Pairs well with diarrhea.
So one we might have to look for is they have one called Everyday Hero, which is a session IPA.
All right.
That's 4.3.
We will have to.
So
What
a little bit
was
like
AP?
7.
Is this 7? Oh,
Yeah,
okay. So not
That's
only.
why I'm gonna finish.
So it's actually got a little bit of a kick to it
Yeah.
to boot. All right.
Yeah,
all
I
right.
was surprised to see
octane.
that. Yeah.
I wonder if Everyday Hero versus the Pilsner.
Oh, that was the other one. That was,
Yeah.
that was the other one.
Pilsner.
Yeah. Yeah, the Pilsner that was a fucking IPA.
They're probably they're similar to each other, but
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, Judge Rob, why don't you go ahead and pass verdict on
right.
the Galaxy Hero IPA from our buddies at Revolution Brewing out of Chicago, Illinois.
Yes, I'm in charge of dry hopping over the border to Wisconsin. I find you very guilty. And I sentence you to
Drinking!
I'll
Yes.
force my way through it.
All right, Rob, what are we actually going to talk about tonight?
I'm not going
Well.
to.
We're going to talk
I know,
about
you're with the beer.
post-apocalyptic games
I'm gonna go beer.
that are not Fallout. We're
You sure? You don't want to talk about Fallout
not
tonight?
going to talk about Fallout.
I
Did you have a falling out with Fallout?
We can talk
No,
about Fallout
I mean,
76.
I
It's
could say
an
something
easy
about
target.
76, but we.
Well, I think
You
we
mean
all
the
have
fact that
consensus.
76 crashed and burned, and that they really should have just extinguished that dumpster fire?
This is
way,
Todd.
way ahead of.
But this is
kinda
Todd Howard
funny
we're talking about. He's a
because
psychopath. I mean, what can I say?
After everybody left, you kind of had a post-apocalypse.
Yeah.
But
nobody here.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
The world was empty.
Just Phil.
Yeah.
Phil
Todd-
still plays, by the way.
yeah.
Wait, Phil is playing 76?
Phil?
Wow. Okay,
Dude,
Phil,
Todd-
that's,
Really?
yeah.
No Gary?
you'd be better off playing Interstate 76.
Anyway, yeah.
Vault,
Todd's
I think
like-
it was Vault 329.
I think
Which
he-
is also
Yeah.
post-apocalyptic.
I think most people here, especially those who follow our group, know my opinion of Todd Howard. Todd's like, you are the NPC. I'm like, hey, fuck you.
Thanks. I just
Hate it.
have like 3 lines of it.
This is why we make fun of you, Todd. Fuck you, Todd. See if you get another one of my goddamn dollars ever again,
Damn it, Todd.
dick.
All right.
Well, spoiler alert.
All right, so who's going to go first on this mess?
I want to note
For
that.
what? I don't remember what the topic was.
Really?
I had a busy day at work of yelling at people.
Oh, so that's your excuse. All right.
Was his name Todd?
Well, let
Shut
somebody else start.
His name was Dwan, and I had to teach him in the words of Yoda that there is do or do not. There is no might. That might cover a shift.
Damn it, I have to tell my wife that all the time.
There is no do or do not.
Yeah.
You're going to do.
Try, do or no
If
do.
you're going to pick up a shift, There is. There isn't. There is no. I might pick it up.
Well, I mean, there is. There's also you might get fired.
Yeah.
That's what I told them.
That's how that works.
Congratulations, because I don't have the authority to do this. You still have a job today.
Today.
Because I have reported this to corporate. They're like, hi.
Okay, so
Sorry.
Okay.
yeah, let's get off of shop talk.
So that was his topic for a post-apocalyptic game.
All right,
Next.
let's go with yours.
So mine, Steam, computer or PC game. Well, that's the same thing. PS or console or PC game. So the one that I enjoyed a lot hours in is the Dying Light game. Post-apocalyptic. It's got the creatures. It's got the running. And was it parkour style? Like, so you're constantly like running and jumping from building to building. You've got the whole crafting things with the weapons. Like either just you can pick up just like a sledgehammer or something like that, or add something to it. My mind's a little bit slow on this, but I think I remember like you can like make the weapons electrically charged or fire powered or something like that. The neat thing with the game is you have a daytime phase and a nighttime phase. Like you can do just about anything in the daytime. But as soon as night hits, the creatures that come out and like
And like
everyone
8 days
hides,
to live.
and like you literally are
7
running
days to
for
live,
your
or
life.
7 days to live. Yeah, that
Yeah,
game is
you
not
run
fun.
for your life at nighttime. Most of the time, I just went to the place to sleep and just said wake up in the morning because I didn't like dealing with the nighttime.
That's
And
yeah.
their DLC was actually pretty decent because the original game was based in the city, and then once you kind of like get through that, then the DLC actually takes you kind of out in the country. And then there's like vehicles and stuff like that kind of introduce. So you still have the parkour effect, but you also have, like a vehicle to move around in. So it's an interesting, 2-part game stuff. It had its online component. I never really played that. Kind of looking forward to the next one. So.
It's only like there's a billion of them, so I mean.
Yeah.
But I would say that game in 2016 took a lot of my Steam time or something like that. So
You were steaming away at it.
yeah. Whoa, where did all these hours
I was
come
reaching
from?
for that. I was reaching for that one. Sorry.
All right. That's not a bad one. I like that one. I didn't play it myself.
I played it. I
Yeah.
thought it was pretty damn good.
Good
I
story.
do a lot.
I thought the
I
story
really-
was decent. Not too overly powering in the gameplay, but you balance it out with scenes and running around and doing cool stuff.
I spend a lot of time in post-apocalyptic games thinking I just kind of wish the world was like this. I think I'd rather deal with that than
End users.
dealing with
Your road
Don't click on an email. God, I wish the bomb would drop.
Time for the meteorite.
Yep. Giant meteorite. Big fan.
One more week and your post-apocalyptic road is done, right?
Yeah.
Is it really gonna be done?
I believe that's pretty
Next
close.
week or
I'm excited.
Like we started putting up mailboxes again when we started recovering.
It's like
Nobody
society
delivers
is
to them,
rebuilding
but
once
we're
again.
ready for the day.
Yeah. And congrats on the contractors, man. They're actually doing their job.
Yeah, sorta.
More than the last one.
I did have like a really happy day yesterday because we had somebody come out from the country club, and he was driving down the parking lane, and then he picked up the pylon that was in front of my house and moved it, telling me that this is a driving lane. There should be a pylon. You think I put that pylon there?
Yeah. What?
Yeah, it's your
So
problem.
then I argued with him, and I have a hammer in my hand. I'm looking at him like I'm in which I don't think helped the situation too much. But then I go, do you see the pylons down the street, Karen? Because there's pylon. Are you gonna just move every one of them? And then he drives off, heads down the road, right? There is a bulldozer there. Nearly hits the bulldozer.
Maybe that
Swerves
might-
around and tries to press him.
Jeez.
Swerves around and the bulldozer almost backs into him. And then he tries to swing back in where there's pylons. And then swings back up. Like, you could not tell
So
a
maybe
baby
somebody moved
boomer
that-
jack crap, can ya?
Well, it sure puts the cunt in country club, doesn't it?
I'm gonna
That-
have to use that one.
That was just unbelievable.
Mm-hmm.
He's just unbelievable. And I'm yelling at him as I go. It's
Yeah.
just going away. It was just a mess.
All
You know,
right.
it didn't look good to the neighbors. But anyway, that was my post-apocalyptic story. But if it was the post-apocalypse, he'd be
You
dead.
already-
He'd be dead.
Well, how much?
I had the hammer.
Well, how much experience did you get out of that encounter? Any loot?
Yeah, I got a little bit. If I would have killed him, I would have scored a whole bunch, and I would have got a loot drop of a truck.
Oh yeah,
Kinda nice.
shitload and
That
a
would've been
pylon.
good. And a pylon.
Yeah.
I didn't get to keep the pylon. That's
Yeah.
the loot drop I got to keep. But
We need to construct more pylons.
what's hilarious is I'm in that lane
Sorry.
putting in my
Oh,
mailbox,
yeah, construct
and the
more
guy's
pylons.
barreling
Yeah.
down it. You know, he's like heading down it.
Just like you need to.
Would have ran me down, you
spawn
know.
more overlords and build more supply depots.
We have that problem a lot though on our
Well, it's
street.
just
Like even during the
shitlord.
winter, like people go into that right lane. That's a parking lane, by the way, after 6.
Yeah.
So people
Can park
there.
if they really
And
want
people
to.
will just drive in that lane while you're snowballing. And I just say, all right, fine, enjoy it.
Mm-hmm.
I try to avoid them if they're in the far lane. I don't try to get them. But if they're in the near lane and there's no reason for them to be there, yeah, screw you. You're in the crappier lane, driving there just to be a douche while everybody's trying to get their driveways emptied out. Forget it. I put a lot of snow on people's cars. Then they look
Good
up.
end of driveway snow too. With the,
I must look
the
pretty
solid
crazy
snow.
when I'm doing it because they don't stop. They'll shake a fist occasionally or something, but they won't stop. I'm gonna murder somebody someday.
Please do.
I'm not gonna be the guy that like everybody said, "Oh, he's such a nice guy." They're gonna be like, "Yeah, he's gonna kill somebody."
Dude, we should make starter jackets.
You ever seen him when he's snowblowing? He was gonna kill somebody.
Ever seen him with a hammer?
Yeah.
Dude,
Dude,
I'm
he's
getting,
gonna kill somebody
I'm
someday.
getting hopped up. You're getting excited about you becoming like a murderer. we should start. Yeah, we should start like
Didn't
make.
surprise me at all.
We should make.
Yeah, right,
yeah,
exactly.
we
That's
should.
what I want. If I ever said I don't want that, he was so nice, I never would have believed it. Yeah, he was a tick of time
I was just saying, it was about
I think
that.
we'd say anything else, Rob.
It's like how it's like, geez, how can you tell? We're all wearing star jackets with all our faces on. It says "Rob the Monster" since 2019.
Bastard stabbed me with a beer bottle last year. he was gonna go on.
All right, who wants to go next on this?
I'll go.
All right, what do you got for us?
Fallout.
Hey, good job. No.
No, it's Fallout. The Chinese knockoff.
All right.
I was gonna go with Left 4 Dead 2.
Oh,
That's a good one.
That's a good
I
one.
really enjoyed the first one, but I actually thought the second one was a big improvement and thoroughly enjoyed it. I thought the whole concept of 4 people trying to survive and just get to a point and not die while other players actually tried to kill them was great. The whole like just pinging items, which has been picked up for like Apex Legends and stuff, and being able to see where your teammates are through like debris and stuff like that was just awesome. Highly enjoyed that. The community online can be a little toxic though.
I can imagine. It's a big game.
Basically,
a lot of people
a lot of times if you didn't use your mic, they would just kick you and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
Really?
I mean, it is kind of important, but sometimes I just don't want to talk to you assholes.
No, that's I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I have never been one to talk in games. I really do not like having to talk in games.
I
The
talk
last
shit
time I
sometimes.
actually
I do.
turned my microphone on for the other people that I was in a team with on Overwatch,
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
a kid was talking with his microphone so far jammed down his throat that I'm pretty sure it was out his ass. And for some reason, that muffling and him screaming muffling
Yeah.
blew out the speakers in my headset.
Yeah. That's happened to me before.
Therefore, I could talk to people, I just could never hear.
That's real fun.
Wait, I
It's
thought
like
we created a Discord page so we could talk to each other. Oh,
most people do,
so
or
weird.
team, yeah, or team speak even. But yeah, it's good.
Call of Duty's toxic too, yeah.
Yeah. Oh yeah, definitely. Back
Yeah.
when I
I mean,
moderated.
sometimes it's pretty fun, but I gotta say, I haven't had like really fun conversations online since probably maybe Halo 3.
Halo
Yeah.
3
Which
had some
Had some
pretty-
fun ass people. They used to say some great
Yeah,
stuff.
they did.
Yeah,
Call of
yeah.
Duty though.
Made
Call of
me
Duty,
cry
yeah.
once.
Call of Duty was
That's
a
what we
mixed
said.
bag. Yeah, that was a mixed bag for me back when I was a moderator for servers. It's like we had a great group of people we used to talk with, and then you had some shit people to deal with in the servers. So.
I just love
Yeah.
when they're talking. You people, you didn't do anything for the team. I had to do all the killing, dude. You're like 23 and 37.
Other ones, yeah.
You lost the game.
Yeah.
You do understand if everybody just went 2-1, we would have done better than you did in that game.
Well-
you do understand how KD works, guy.
Well, they say a poor man
Actually,
blames his
me,
tools.
no, I
so in
don't.
that case, he is a tool.
Yeah. Yep.
All right, who's gonna go next on this?
Well, technically,
What if I want
found
a follow up?
You can do a follow up.
Just to spite Larry because he's not here to argue.
Good
He is
point.
actually in the room. I hear. Yes.
Is he?
Yeah, I saw his.
So I
That's what I was
smiling
gonna
face.
say. Borderlands.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
Now, people don't
We had a great
classify that
discussion
as-
about whether it is.
Now
It's
wait,
a
now wait.
I
But-
have commentary because I played the hell out of the first Borderlands.
Yep.
Loved it.
Same.
Now the whole concept of the story is that a bunch of colonists with a bunch of like mining companies flew out to this on ships, and then the mining company found out, oh, there's nothing here. We're out.
Yep.
Bye, and then released felons into the masses
Mm-hmm.
because they were slave labor. So I would say, yeah, you have a society where you're trying to mine and build, and then just felons start murdering everyone. I would consider that post-apocalyptic.
And
Yeah, and it's a bunch of it's
We had
psychopaths
this-
too. Yeah, obsessed
we had
with-
this discussion in chat too. What would constitute it? And you fit the bill because we said if the main government collapses and everything's in chaos, you got an apocalypse, and that certainly. I mean, they pulled out with the resources. So.
Very much.
There's like-
They
And
like
then the whole, murderous felons being
Yeah,
released.
pretty much.
That
Yeah,
helps.
just, yeah, a bunch of like
And that
psychopaths. Yeah.
actually gives me more
Yeah.
stance to what I have for. I would normally
Pac-Man.
say. No, I would
It's
normally.
Pac-Man.
Pac-Man.
I'd normally say, as we all know, Ring of Red because I love
Yeah.
that game. Because, well, the government has collapsed and everything that has happened in that, so it is technically
A lot of
post-apocalyptic.
mech games are pretty post-apocalyptic.
Yeah, very often. I mean,
Crush cities.
if you look at the what do you call it? The
Yeah.
I'm sorry, the come on, Tom, Mech Warrior series.
Mhm.
It's
Oh.
it's
Oh,
technically
yes.
post-apocalyptic. The government has collapsed. You got all the feudal
military companies.
right,
Like
and
feudal, yeah.
feudal houses.
Yeah,
So
that is a good one. But I'm gonna have to go
Larry's all mad about that, by the way. He said that to you.
for this.
Gotcha, bitch.
love you, Larry.
For this, I'm gonna actually have to go with Destiny 1. But mainly because
Everybody left the game,
Yeah.
thus leaving an empty hole where all the players used to
Where
be.
Destiny when you
And the company basically gave up on it.
oh,
Therefore, leaving a post-apocalyptic environment. Come on! Give me a fist bump, Tom! Yeah. Talking shit about that.
I went to D2 afterwards. I went to Destiny 2 and tried
Diablo
playing
2,
that.
good choice.
Yeah. But
People just left after that comment. They were really mad about the Destiny thing.
fuck you. I enjoyed being a hunter and just throwing knives everywhere. People got so pissed at me with my trip mines and throwing knives. So pissed in Iron Banner. So pissed. But I enjoyed the game, but I'd still go above all Ring of Red. Just love it. Just love it so much. Oh.
All right. Why don't you tell people a little bit more about Ring of Red?
Okay, if you didn't hear me rant on this game in one of the other episodes, Ring of Red is a pretty much post-apocalyptic feudal Japan type thing where they decided instead of going with armies, they were going to build big mechs they called Windsors. That you got to actually pilot the Windsor, and there was the long range, the medium range, the short range, and the close combat. And each one had a various different amount of guns and or whatnot. Close range, they had guns, but they also had more powered up stuff for hitting someone with fists. They also had a lot more armor because, well, you have to run up to someone, and that can take time to get shot at. The light or the short range mechs they had like a 50 cal machine gun. It really didn't do much, but they were really fast. And then your mid range, good in armor, decent range, had pretty much a wide variety of everything. Long range was a quad mech. So therefore, it had nothing but a big ass fucking howitzer that just laid out people. But did shit if you got anywhere outside of long range. And you also got to have infantry units, which did different things for if they're in your crew, aka in the Windsor. And then moving from the rear guard to the vanguard, changed up abilities or activated their abilities. And it was really just, the governments have collapsed, and now northern Japan and southern Japan are now corporations and are competing against each other and fight.
Kind of like real life.
Fight!
Pretty much.
And so it was just like, yes. But the great thing was when you actually went into combat, it was very much one person here, and you kind of either walked towards or walked away. Except when you clicked in to actually fire your main cannon. Popped up a reticle type thing that had two dials that moved. One up and down, one left, right. You had to line those up with each other and on your target to actually get it. Now, they did have a percentage number that ticked up as you went along, and the higher it got to 100%, the more the stuff stopped moving and zoomed in right on the enemy. But yet to do that, that would waste a lot of time, and each combat round only was 60 seconds. So, if you want to get two really good placed shots, yeah, take the 30 seconds it's going to take to line up each shot. But if you became good enough, you could get about 4 or 5 shots off in a single round. And if you're really good, you can hit with all 4 of those 5 shots.
Yeah.
Larry's trying to argue that Star Wars was post-apocalyptic because the government collapsed. Yeah, but it was pretty much in place, replaced with the
Empire.
Yeah.
It didn't collapse. It morphed into the Empire.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it was.
All
They
Republican
didn't
era.
actually lose their command and control system.
No, it was
nor
all
did
still
they
in
abandon
place.
large sections.
Right.
I'm pretty sure parts of the Star Wars universe probably became post-apocalyptic after the
I
wars,
don't
but-
think so.
I'm
I mean,
sure there's
with
probably
abandoned
a planet
destruction
that was
everywhere.
abandoned or two.
No, Endor? Which one blew up? Oh, that's way post-apocalyptic.
That is past.
yeah. When there's no planet left,
That's
you're
post-apocalyptic.
Yeah, there is no post.
Alderaan was post-apocalyptic. If there's any asteroid with
Alderaan,
people
yeah.
on them, Alderaan is post-apocalyptic.
Yeah, it's a shithole.
I would say that's pretty apocalyptic.
All right, so I've got two
post-apocalyptic.
tonight. All right,
Okay.
I'm gonna go old school and new school. All right, so really most of
Because
the
you're old.
well, post-apocalyptic games really didn't start as far as the way you think of them nowadays, probably till the 80s. And 88, I would say, is your first real one. Came out on the Apple II and the Commodore 64. Wasteland. So Wasteland is a and again, so in the 80s, our post-apocalyptic was pretty much always nuclear. We didn't have zombie post-apocalyptic.
Yeah, there wasn't a lot. was there?
No, there was none.
I mean, what I'm going to mention was disease, but it
Right.
wasn't zombies.
You occasionally had outbreaks because
Outbreaks,
you had books like the Adrenaline Strain, which
Yeah.
kind of set up for a viral or disease type one. But
Right.
really, the big worry in the 80s was nuclear.
Mhm.
So
Yeah.
and it was still the Russian American nuclear. So Wasteland
Yeah.
is set in a post nuclear war world of 1998. It came out in 1988.
Right.
And really,
It's actually
it was an
much
RPG.
better than yours.
But it had a lot of great concepts, and actually was fairly well written. I mean, the gameplay was good and solid.
I mean, Fallout was based on
Yeah,
Wasteland.
it's inspired by it, yeah.
Exactly. It kind of can all
I think
trace its
I
back.
heard it was
also the
because of a
sequel.
rights issue. They actually just couldn't call it
Yeah.
Wasteland.
Wasteland.
Oh,
It's
really?
kinda interesting.
Okay, that is interesting.
There was a rights problem with Wasteland that made it so that they couldn't create a sequel to Wasteland.
But hey, that we got a sequel to Wasteland.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
Yeah,
Years later.
Yeah.
So,
a long time later.
And it
Yeah.
stayed true to the form.
And it was done by EA, and EA was a decent publisher. I mean, all their stuff was good. And
They break your disk drive. But
well, no, okay, so that's interesting about you mentioned that. So, Wasteland was one of the first games that had a persistent world. So you literally, when you got the disc, you had to make a copy of the floppy right away. Remember, you didn't have hard drives back then. So you had to make a copy of the floppy. You played off your copy.
Don't copy that
Don't
floppy.
copy
Don't copy. No, you had to because.
But don't copy that floppy,
Otherwise,
Tom.
it would write over your original game, and you could never play it like from fresh again. So you had to make a copy. The instructions told you to make a copy, and you played off that because it would save your status and save the way the world had changed, which was
Yeah.
really unique for the time.
Yeah.
Again, because you didn't have long-term storage for most computers, so that was kind of a cool idea. They actually re-released it. When did they re-release it? In 2013.
Well, there's a remake of it.
There is a remake
Fall
of it
of Duty.
too.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's huge.
Oh, okay.
I think I have.
Oh yeah,
a box
Wasteland 2,
copy of it.
2014.
I might have.
Wasteland 3, 2020 listen.
Oh, really?
Wow. Okay.
Wasteland
So
made a comeback.
I did not know that. So I played on the 64. And again,
It took what 20, 30 years for them to straighten out those rights.
yeah, no, that's it. It was a solid game. I mean, and there was tons.
So
again.
you are totally in for a treat when you play Wasteland 2.
Yeah,
You
Yeah.
you are in for like a surprise. Oh my God, you got to go and play it.
I'm gonna have.
No,
to.
it's amazing.
I
It's
didn't
really
realize.
good.
I didn't
Yeah.
realize they'd made a-
Yeah.
People shit their pants when that was announced.
Really?
Yeah,
They're like, holy shit.
it was
sequel
one of the
of
first like
Wasteland,
big Kickstarter.
It
Yeah.
looks like
I remember that,
variety to me.
They funded a third one.
Okay.
Yeah.
I already got rid of that page.
Well, no, that's all right. That's all right. So,
Like
but
$3 million. But
holy fuck!
Yeah,
But it was in what year?
2016, 17,000 backers.
yeah.
But it takes
Yeah.
a while to
That was one of them.
Yeah.
Wasteland 2 is the Fallout 3 we always deserved.
Pretty much, yeah.
Wow. Okay.
But then, yeah, when the initial
It's
price came out, I'm
turn-based.
like $60. I'm like,
yeah.
I mean, it's
Waste-
cheaper now, I'm sure, but it's like when it first came out. I'm
If
like,
you would
I
have
don't know if I'll
kickstarted
play
it, it
that
was only
much.
like $20. I think
Yeah.
I only paid $20.
Hey, Diane.
to Kickstarter.
Yeah, that's probably good for the.
And Mike is
the
watching. Hey,
backers.
Mike. Yeah. No. So again,
Say hi to Larry for God's sake. Hi, Larry.
Hi, Larry.
Hi.
All
Suck
right.
it, Larry.
So no, I mean it really again, it was a good game. It was graphically decent. I mean for the time. I mean, you figure again this was 1988. Solid gameplay. Had some new features that hadn't been done before. Like I said, the persistent world thing was really big back then. I mean you can't realize nowadays everything's persistent.
Yeah.
Not back then. Again, most
Nope.
things were procedural.
Yeah.
And so
Oh, yeah.
having a game and a world that stayed with the changes you made to it were pretty good. And the gameplay was good. I mean, it was good, solid. It was a great RPG.
Yeah.
I mean, basically, again, you made your calls. It did, basic combat system, that kind of thing. So it played well. Okay, so that's my retro pick. My new pick, and I'm surprised we haven't mentioned it yet. Anyone?
Fallout.
Bueller? Bueller?
Fallout 2.
No.
All four. Oh wait.
Fallout 76.
Yes!
What do we play all the time?
Fallout
Killing
3.
Floor.
Killing Floor.
Thank
That's
you!
funny.
I was
I
going to
wasn't
say that.
bringing it
All
up.
right.
That was going to be my
Floor.
pick.
Killing Floor
Is
is
that really post-apocalyptic?
It is.
I
Yeah.
just-
No,
I just
no.
say-
It is.
I
Falling
just say
apart.
that is just one hell of a drug trip.
Well, that could be too, but no, it is really very post-apocalyptic.
Well, in the first
I mean,
ones,
yeah, you literally are in the smoking remains of Paris and London. I mean,
For the second one, first one's it's contained in
Beautiful.
England. Second
Right.
one, it's years later and it's spread all
Yeah,
over.
exactly.
Excellent choice.
And
Yeah,
that
no.
is-
I had it in my
That
list.
is a
Yeah.
very good choice because I very much enjoyed that.
it's a great game. I
Yeah.
mean, okay, so there's
Dude, I got like 1,300 hours pumped into it. It's like, yeah, it's like, geez, I guess I like that game. I don't know.
I guess it's okay.
No, it just again it has a very the graphics convey that whole
Yes.
post-apocalyptic feeling very well.
Mm-hmm.
So even though they're not the world's greatest graphics, but they really do get the point across very well. The storyline is pretty thin. Let's be honest.
It is. It's very. It's
There's
when
a
the
story in that game?
there is.
Yes, there's
But
a story in that game.
There is, but the way the story goes, the way, especially when the first one came out, was more of like had more of a grindhouse feel to
Yeah,
it. It was,
yes.
it was very inspired by like grindhouse flicks. You know,
Very
it's like,
much
yeah.
so. You know,
Right down to the film grain.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Exactly.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, really
So no,
good.
it's a good
God
post-apocalyptic game.
damn those flesh pounders.
Yeah, exactly. Thank you.
Oh no, they're my bread and butter. They're scared of me.
But
Yeah.
I'm the one that's usually going
Yeah.
as the healer, and they
I found a
somehow
lot of
decide.
flesh too.
Yeah, kill the healer.
my ass.
That's why you have to play with a good team who will actually shield your ass when they come out.
So yeah, so no, it is a straight. It is a straight. Again,
No, I don't. Yeah, you can't argue that.
So that's my new one. So but
Yeah.
but again, if you, and I'm going to check out the Wastelands too because I haven't checked it out. But if you are doing retro gaming and you want to check out a really good retro game, it was originally out on the Apple and the 64 back in '88. I think later on it came out on MS DOS.
Mm-hmm.
And Amiga. And Apple II.
It came out on the Amiga.
Yep,
I never
and
played
the
on the
ST.
Amiga.
Okay.
Well.
And then
I played it on the GS.
question I have here is,
Wait, am I right about that?
do we consider
Let me check that.
BioShock to be post-apocalyptic? Because they were effectively just went
In their
and
world,
created
and
their own
contain-
government.
yeah,
It's a
contained.
micro post-apocalyptic.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was just
Very
going to say
contained.
because they still have a government in place.
They do
Yeah,
well, but
it's
not
just-
not
it's-
so much.
it's just
Not
towards
there.
later on. It's at first it is,
Right.
but of course it collapses and it turns into civil war. So
Right.
and anarchy.
I don't know.
Because
I know,
BioShock
yes
1
and no.
2,
The entire
I feel,
world hasn't
Nope.
fallen apart.
That's
Right,
only the
thank
first
you.
one.
Yeah,
Just
there's
like
That's
the
definitely
SeaWorld.
the
The
first one.
first one,
If you consider it in the micro environment, yeah, it is apocalyptic.
BioShock
For the people who are in
Infinite,
there,
I would
they would
not
argue
say
that it is.
Right.
post-apocalyptic.
Yeah. It's very-
Infinite is not.
No.
No,
But
it is
one
until the
is-
very end when it breaks out the civil war. It's like it's pretty much the lower class versus the upper class, and
I might
everybody
have to
jumps
correct
shit.
myself on
yeah.
that.
But
Yeah.
1 and 2, I feel are micro post-apocalyptic.
Yeah.
They can't accept that there's that
Did we just
one.
make a
You
new
were right.
term? Did we coin a new phrase?
It came out
High
on the Mac.
five!
That's all I remember.
Mac.
However, I must.
I didn't realize it came out on the Mac too.
Yeah, I must be the turn of the punch bowl because, as you recall, even though after Civil War and the first one falls apart, Ryan is still trying to run shit, and he's still because he's by force because he's using pheromones to control the population. So by using pheromones, he still has
I
a
control
government.
people.
Yeah,
Pheromones.
that's what he does. He's using pheromones. You know,
So I
with
just
you,
kept this
yeah.
podcast together.
I don't know if I do that, but yeah, it's like he's.
Would you
just,
kindly
yeah.
finish this beer for me?
Oh, but yeah, that's how it's like. It's not too.
It worked!
Wow.
But yeah, it's yeah, it is fucking hilarious.
Oh boy.
But yeah, that's he's still. It's like Ryan with the use of pheromones. He's still holding people together, even though it's shit's
Wait, are you
falling
talking
apart.
about Ryan?
Yeah, Andrew Ryan.
Oh, I thought you were
I
talking
was
about
right.
Ryan holding people together with his pheromones.
Yeah, he
What
uses
he does
pheromones.
too.
So maybe that's why we're still here because Ryan holds his guys
Ryan's
with pheromones.
pheromones.
Yeah, I never said it was me holding this podcast together. I made it.
Pheromones.
Shit. But yeah, but in the first one, yeah, Ryan's still making everybody dance to his pheromones, and so he still holds a garment per se. Even the second one with a lamb being introduced, she uses the same technique to hold everybody under her form of government. So it's like it's post-apocalyptic, but it's or post-government at least, but it's not at the same time. 'Cause there's still somebody like trying to pull the strings and make people dance to their agenda.
Well, post-apocalyptic, you do have tribes.
Yeah.
You have a lot of things
Right.
that resemble some
Yeah.
sort of form of control.
Yeah, but you've
People
lost
fall
all
shit together.
centralized government, which I think, again, BioShock still has.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not the
This
first
is-
one.
No, the first one, everything's
No,
gone.
that's true. But in Infinity, I'm sorry.
Any
Yeah.
of the other ones, I don't
Yeah.
know much about.
Well, it's like it's just gone to
Two-
shit, but people,
two is-
yeah, people
Two
still
is,
have.
effectively like after
Yeah.
it, but yet.
Hey, Chris.
Aren't you like
It's-
a lone survivor of the big
Yeah,
babies
you
or something?
well, you are a lone survivor of the first edition of Big Daddies. You are an alpha Big Daddy, which those at the time for their story wise was
They're prototypes.
they were prototypes, but they're also bonded to one singular
sister,
sister.
as opposed to the later iterations where it can be any sister.
Yeah, where it was later editions, you could literally just be like, that little sister is in trouble. I'm going to rage out and protect that one.
Yeah.
This was, you are bonded to one, and you will do whatever it takes.
And if the sister,
to keep that one alive.
And thus, when there lies a problem. Once the sister dies, the big daddy, the alpha unit shuts down until it eventually dies, which is the problem is rectified.
Shuts down or goes into a complete rage.
Yeah.
Usually it was shuts down, but yet there was the option of
Rage out.
Yeah.
rage out to the point of it needs to be taken out because it's going to destroy everything, including
and they're too
all their
dangerous.
little sisters, all their big daddies, this, that,
Yeah.
whole thing.
Or even destroying the infrastructure itself, as opposed to the later iterations where they fix their problems, where it's self-regulating in a
Oh,
sense.
you lost your little sister. Congratulations.
There's another
Right,
one.
yeah, I know.
Bang,
So,
bang on the vent, get another one. Yeah.
Yeah, there's a lot to be said for raging out.
Yeah.
I'm a big fan of Raging Out.
I am too. All right, so I think that just leaves you, Rob.
Then me.
Oh, I'm sorry, Dallas.
Everybody
Go ahead,
forgets
Dallas.
the
Of course
Dallas.
you forget Dallas.
And pardon me, but I gotta go for Breeze the Homeless.
All right, go for Breeze the Homeless.
All right, brother.
Lay it up.
That's an
All right,
amazing job description.
That's what I got told I could just call it.
for breezing the homeless.
But not professionally speaking, that's why.
Yes, you can say it here though. All right.
So it
What
was
do you
gonna
got,
be
Dallas?
so it was gonna be 3 picks, but now it's down 2 since
Two
you
is
been
good.
killing 4-2, so
Two is
that's
good.
fine. So my first pick, it's so there's one where it takes place in I'm just set up. It takes place in a post-apocalyptic world where due to the effects of radiation and Italian foods, people are heavily mutilated and mutated, including animals and humans.
Wait, you're
at the
feeding
point-
animals Italian foods?
Well, what happens is people geeked out on Italian foods, exposed to radiation, they're heavily severely mutated. They look fucked up. It's almost like
Cronenberg.
like a Cronenberg or a trauma film.
Cronenberg.
But here's the thing: it's very much a Mad Max influence because they're all very much gearheads and very so they have death races and they go on these death races to claim their ultimate precious resource, which is. Well, something very
Are they
similar.
also turtles?
Lasagna. The
This
game
is
I'm.
Garfield's strategy. God damn it.
Yes, Garfield kart. Yes,
No!
yes, yes, a very solid racing.
Wait a minute. It's
Post-apocalyptic
post-apocalyptic.
racing game. Yes, because if you look into the lore of Garfield, it's like there was a timeline before that where everything was normal. Or semi-normal, and then it's like, due to the exposure to radiation mixed with Italian food, we got a bunch of geeked up, fucked up super mutants who are riding around their tiny cars, racing to the death to claim that one precious resource, get one last goddamn bite of lasagna. Garfield Kart, out on Steam, get it now.
You know what's kind of scary? For whatever reason, Discord picked it up and showed it as the last game played forever for me.
Oh, really?
I know, you can't escape
It's
it.
just
600 hours.
It's
Uh,
forced.
600 hours and it got.
I know, reality forces it upon you. That's the thing about it, and reality influences me to do so now.
This is an i7 with 16 gigs of RAM, and it's got a 1070 in it.
It's like 9
And
years
that
apart.
game stutters.
It's great. It slows you down. It makes you appreciate the better games you have. It's awesome. I love it.
Wow.
I'm like, wow. It's like,
Wow.
I actually have it. I play. I'm like, wow. I guess I'm not full of shovelware then.
Oh, meta.
That was, we just went down all sorts of rabbit holes on that one. All right, what's your second one?
So this one is definitely post-apocalyptic.
I thought that was
It's-
your post-apocalyptic game.
So the Legacy of Kain series. So
Oh, yeah.
yes. So I'm not gonna go too deep dive into it because the timeline is very much like Zelda on crack. But if everybody remembers the original one, Blood Omen, Legacy of Kain.
Wait. What's your favorite one? Let's ask that.
Soul Reaver is always my favorite one.
Soul
That's the
Such
song.
a good
That's
game.
the game that pushed PlayStation to its limits. So it was like that was the very end of its life. The persistency between areas and stuff like that. That was very much ahead of its time in that sense.
And you should just play the Dreamcast version. 'Cause
Yeah.
it's so much better.
It was better.
It is, because push it. It very much
Still
pushed it
same
to its limits.
Yeah,
It's
no,
just-
it is. I mean, the gameplay's the exact same. So.
Yeah, because if you remember, like in Blood Omen, the story.
Except not as stuttery.
Back then, not many, even though Blood Omen, I believe, is for PlayStation. Not many people played that as much as Legacy of Kain. However, Blood Omen starts. you got the Nosgoth. You know, it's kept alive by these 9 pillars and the Wheel of Time. The wheel keeps spinning because it's kept being fed souls. You know, these 9 pillars are keeping this world alive. We got the 9 guardians and 9 pillars. Cain, who didn't realize he was the 9th guardian until the very end, he's, you know, murdering these other guardians, and when he's given that choice to either sacrifice himself to restore order to the land, or, you know, refuse that sacrifice, he refused the sacrifice, at least in that particular timeline, because I believe there's like 4 different timelines, but the one that, you know, most people are familiar with is where he refused to sacrifice himself and decided to become a tyrant, you know, a vampire overlord, and so the world becomes swarmed with, you know, vampires. Essentially, humanity is driven to the brink of extinction, to where they're relegated to just, you know, small fortress cities patched out, while vampires have pretty much torn everything apart, drained the land to where it's almost dead, because, you know, most humans are killed. Vampires are the only ones in existence. They're not dying, so no souls are being fed to the Wheel of Time, guarded by the Elder Guardian. You know, with the Wheel of Time slowing down, the land dies, and goodbye Nosgoth. It's a post-apocalyptic world. You know, come Cain as his puppet to essentially restore order by killing the vampires, thus, you know, getting the Wheel of Time back in order. But in the meantime, the whole thing is just, there's a 1,500-year gap between Blood Omen and then there's Legacy of Cain. So between then, you know, he's, you know, Cain's thrown into the very, you know, depths of the pit, you know, for that long, and he comes back and the whole world's just changed. He's lost his, you know, his territory. He's pretty much his, you know, his brothers, his vampire brothers, these spawn of Cain, have taken over everything. And so it's very amazing. It's one of my favorite game series of all time. I'm so glad I got the collection on Steam. I'm like, holy fucking shit. If anybody, I'm sure most people out there have played it, but if you get the chance, please play it. It takes a little work to make the Steam version of Legacy of Kain work just as well as it did on the you know, on the console. It's not, you know, it is, but, you know, once you're able to, or at least if you're able to pick up a copy of the PlayStation, please, because it's one of the best games I've ever played. And it's one of the best games of my
I don't
childhood.
think I got it for my PlayStation. Now I'm gonna have,
Yeah.
Go back
I'm
to
gonna
the
have
original,
to get
or
it.
is this?
Yeah.
This is not place. Wow.
Yeah.
I haven't played any of those.
Yeah, like, yeah, it's like the whole,
I've only
it's,
played
yeah,
Legacy of Kain, Soul Reaver. Oh my god, it's so good.
it's amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just, it's so badass. And it's like,
And they do
yeah,
explain a lot, so you can just kind of jump into it.
You
Yeah.
could
That
actually
was the
start
first
on
one
that.
I
yeah,
played.
you can, and that's
I
the
didn't even
amazing
know there was
thing.
anything
Yeah, they do
before it,
a
to
real
tell you
good
the
job
honest.
of just like, hey,
Yeah.
shit's fucked up, play the game.
Yeah, the second one, I won't go too much. The second one is where you're able to actually go back in time. That's where it kind of goes Legend of Zelda, and you're able to see the world before the apocalypse happened, where, you know, this is back when humans are still alive and hunting vampires and shit. So, yeah, definitely worth it. Definitely, that's my pick for a post-apocalyptic game. I recommend that to everybody. You gotta give it a chance if you can.
All right. All right, Rob, why don't you wrap this mess up? What do you got for us?
I'm gonna go back to 1986.
Ooh,
Mm.
whoa!
We're gonna hit up.
You're going even more old school than I
We're gonna
did.
hit up World War 2000,
Oh,
which
yeah.
was the original Mad Max ripoff. I'll just read the description because it's way easier. The game was so hard. Very seldom did anybody ever actually get to the main storyline of the game. Because you had to...
Sounds like a
be-
great game.
Yeah, you had to be so far into it to even get to the storyline. But anyway, 1999, a terrorist group unleashes
Unleashes.
a deadly virus on
Wow.
the United States, leading to its collapse. Various vigilante and survivalist groups appear, and cars become the primary form of transportation in
Oh,
combat.
wait,
And then there's
wait,
lasagna. You got
They're not
fucking.
already the primary form of transportation.
That's just the beginning. And the player starts off as a scavenger and attempts to build up an army capable of making crossings between the cities on highways, which have become littered with hordes of marauding mutants, cannibals, and criminal gangs.
Dude,
So
it's
basically,
a spiritual
you try and-
predecessor to Garfield Kart.
It is. It is a spiritual predecessor. But anyway, you build a
Garfield
sizable
stands
army,
its time, but-
Yeah.
and
Yes.
eventually you take over enough that the dead remnants, the nearly dead remnants of the United States, comes to you for help to basically try and stop the virus,
Wow.
and then you have to save some scientists.
I missed this one
That's-
completely.
It was an amazing game. I played it because I had an Apple II GS, and what the hell were you gonna play?
So it was on the-
but it was a
on the
very
Apple
popular
II?
game.
This is an SSI game.
Yeah,
Oh!
yeah,
They
that's
made a
deep.
lot of
Amazing
Strategy
stuff.
games, yeah.
strategy. Yeah, and
I think the version to get,
froze up, but-
I only saw it, but I think the version to get is the Amiga version. 'cause
There
I
was an
think it
Amiga
the-
version too?
Yeah, I think
How
it's
did
the
I miss
prettiest
this one
version of them.
completely? I miss this one
You
completely.
probably haven't.
I do probably have it. I just haven't played it. I have everything. I just haven't played everything. So
You sound like Rob.
Hey,
no, he's worse. We've all seen his Steam.
That's what I'm saying. You sound
you
like
know,
Rob.
You've all
just
seen the
because
Bible.
my sins are up there on the wall for you to see,
That's right. We all bury and hide our
What?
sins. Rob displays them proudly.
I have a post-apocalyptic
Shameless.
collection. The central government has gone mad.
That's right.
Millions of games are left unplayed. All right, and abandoned. The other, I've been playing the heck out of Rage 2. I liked the original Rage. I
Yeah.
think it was way panned. I think they way underrated it. They wanted to hate Rage. They made a mistake at the time. Mac gamers were on the rise. They had promised the game out for the Mac. They pissed
Yeah.
off a lot of Mac people by talking smack
Mm-hmm.
about the Mac. That was dumb because
Yeah.
the sales weren't really that great, and then the Mac sales would have been good for them, relatively. It's only 10% of the market, but still, they could have recouped on some Mac sales, but they pissed off Mac gamers heavily, and a lot of them boycotted it.
Yeah.
But the game itself was actually very fun. It felt very post-apocalyptic. It was fun. Even Rage 2 doesn't do as well as Rage 1 in the racing thing. They actually have like races in Rage and Rage 2, and it actually felt like a racing game. It how you dread like in almost every game that's open world where they keep sticking crap like race from point A to point B. In Rage, you wanted to race because it was fun.
It was either too easy or too
Or
difficult.
or you just
Because
couldn't
it was so
control.
broken.
The controls were so broken.
Yeah.
Rage had perfect racing controls, and the shooting was good too. It had solid shooter controls. It was really well done. It just wasn't. It wasn't congealed, but it was still just a blast to play. Rage 2, I'm happy to say, is more of the same. Other than the racing isn't quite as good. It hurts a little bit on that one. They paid the price, but what you got was a whole bunch of different crazy crap to do. There's so much to do in Rage 2. There's so many different directions you can choose to go, and it's done more like Far Cry 5 than say like Fallout, where you have kind of a central thing to do. You've got different groups to work with and different missions from those different groups, and those different groups unlock different abilities for you. But like I concentrated on 2 groups for a really long time and just ignored the third one, and then picked up those abilities fast and made me a much better killing machine. I've heard some complaints that the main car is OP, the one that you get at the beginning is OP. But the reality is, if you ain't playing it right, then if that's the car you use all the time, because bursting in with a tank into combat with a tank is a glorious frickin' thing. That is fun. If you want to get from point to point, you should probably take that one stupid hover plane thing. It's
Take the
completely
tank.
weak, but
Totally
it'll get you
energy
back.
efficient.
Yeah,
9 hours later.
drive that tank all over the place, and
Give you
it also
fuel.
has, thank you very much, a mech suit that you could run around, and that is like the best thing to assault bases with. So I don't know if the person just didn't get the flow, because there are specific advantages to some of the vehicles. Walking around in a mech suit when walking into like a city that's controlled by somebody is a way smarter thing than trying to drive down the street barreling people with your dumb car,
Right.
or even getting out of it, especially early on where you're not that strong really. Oh yeah, and the upgrades start getting insane, like stuff that you couldn't kill at first. Later, you get abilities that just make it much easier to go toe to toe with them instead of shooting them. It's just crazy. You can dive like from 2 stories down and do that, fist pound thing, and like
Fist them real
and
good.
just and just kill the crap out of the people around you. It is fun. It's fun.
Fisting is
Unusual
fun.
picture. Yeah, you do get to fist. I there's a lot of fisting involved in that game. Yeah, there's the forward fist.
Rob
there's the
is
charging
really into
fist.
fisting you guys.
That's
There-
it.
That might be true.
That might be-
I'm not
I'm not denying.
I'd be
but it
lying
might
if I
be.
denied it completely. But yeah, no, it's actually a fun game. It's funny because it kind of suffered from what Doom suffered from,
Yeah.
which was early on. Like, I don't know if the reviewers just had never dealt with anything like it. They didn't get, and then all of a sudden, all the
Which
reviews are
Doom?
super positive.
Yeah.
All of a sudden, remember the early reviews of Doom?
Yeah.
Oh, it's terrible, and then all of a sudden, it's
Which
Game of the
Doom?
Year.
Yeah.
The Doom.
Doom
Latest one.
original.
2016.
Oh.
No, Doom 2016.
Oh, 2016.
Yeah. Yeah, I remember
They
that.
didn't
Yeah.
know what to
original
make
one.
of it. Oh, it's a
2016. Yeah,
throwback.
people shit on it
And
when
all
it
of
came
a
out.
sudden, they didn't get how to play it. They didn't
You had to
understand.
play differently.
They had lost the ability to circle.
They
straight.
lost the simplicity because that's what Doom 2016 is trying to pick up on is the simplicity of the original
it does have
series.
depth.
Yeah.
It has a lot of depth.
If
to it,
you
but
want
you have
to.
to relearn how to play. You
If you-
cannot. It's not Call of Duty.
It can be deep if you want to be.
No.
Otherwise, it's like, dude, you have to go back to back when shooters came out.
Yeah.
It's like you're idiots. You're destroying demons.
It's not-
whatever.
It's
like,
not really. It's not a throwback. It's an alternate timeline of what happened to shooter
Yeah.
games. It became something different. And I think these reviewers all Call of Duty, and I love Call of Duty. It's just I can play something different and enjoy it.
Mhm.
And they didn't get it. They got
Yeah.
reviewers got slaughtered.
Yeah.
Several places did re-reviews. It
Mhm.
just
Oh, now that we've played
Oh
it.
no! Yeah, now that people have told us we're stupid,
Yeah.
we decided that
It's one of those. Yeah, it's one of those rare
And
instances
then it
where the
becomes Game of
reviewers
the
are
Year.
wrong.
I
yeah.
think Rage 2 is kind of getting there. The fact that you got a Rage 2 says that a lot of people liked the original one that
Mhm.
played it later on, and Rage 2's reviews have been going up steadily over time. And I think
Right.
it'll as long as they don't do something stupid like start pay for play crap in there,
Mhm.
Paper play? That's what I
Pay for play.
Paper
I like some paper play.
I like
That's-
paper play.
So you
People-
really like Paper,
Paper
Mario?
plates. Paper plates.
There's a lot of people
I'm
who
with you. Go with paper plates.
there are some people who are aroused by paper, like folding paper and things, and paper play
Ceramic
comes out of
or-
that.
It's great to know. Yeah, there's people out there who literally fuck a piece of paper. I
Yeah.
love this planet.
Wow. Okay. All right. On that happy note, Rob.
Remember those little things that used to tell your future in school?
Yeah.
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 Right in the
Now, a paper flashlight.
Let's
Whoa!
Yeah. Now we've gone far field. Rob.
A flush crate.
What do we have coming
Anyway,
up? What do we have coming up, Rob?
we
Next
got,
weekend?
Next weekend. Next weekend.
not this
already.
weekend.
Not this weekend.
mistake. This weekend for next
August 10th.
weekend. We have Man with Power.
Holy shit. We
They're
have
almost
power.
sold out. So if you want to go, you need to.
There was less than 60 tickets left this morning.
less
There's
than
less.
50.
Yeah, there's less now.
Okay.
They're
So.
almost out.
Yeah.
So it's
So
now or never.
if you saw the post where I said less than 60, I lied. Less than 50. If you don't get your tickets this week, you are not going to get tickets from Man with
You
Power.
won't see.
So, you like yourself some metal? You like yourself some metal? You like yourself some games? Take metal and put it with games! And you have Mad with Power.
I know.
Plus, Lords is a trident are there.
And
Us.
Us.
G2B.
Guys, games, and beer.
not me though.
Not me.
I cannot tell you how heartbroken I am that I cannot be there this year, guys.
Break some
So-
other people's hearts and come.
Yeah.
Susie would fucking kill me.
Yeah.
Let me just put that out there right now.
Yeah.
Or you can die happy knowing you went to Mad with Power.
That's true. Okay, I might.
Yeah.
Point well
I'm
taken.
just saying.
Point well taken.
But she will murder you.
She will murder me. Yes,
Yeah.
there's no question
I'm
about
assuming
that.
it's her side of the family.
Yes.
Yep.
Yes,
Okay.
it is. Yes, it is.
But it will be a fabulous funeral.
So yeah. So
We can get them to play.
But,
Problem
so-
solved.
again, special guests, amazing bands, guys, games and beer, video games, pinball machines, all set to free play. So it is literally a night of drinking, heavy metal music, and arcade games.
And the star of the show is G2B logos that are actually bigger than this one.
Yeah,
In some
yeah.
places, yeah. They
So,
put it on their
It
poster.
starts early too, doesn't it? It's not.
That's the star of the show.
everyone-
Yeah, because it's
It's like 7.
You just
bands,
want to
right?
see
Yeah, there's like 7
a big
bands
guys,
playing.
games, and beer logo.
Yeah, be there.
I think
But-
they're still running the retro one too, which is
Yeah, so stop and say hi to us while we're out there, or say hi to these guys, because I'm not going to be there, but fuck that. All right, so, Rob, we got anything else coming up?
No, it's very quiet. That's good.
Well,
Because it's going to be very loud next weekend.
yes.
Hey.
It's good. I hate to say it, we could actually start talking about, because October's right around the corner.
Ooh. Yeah. Can
We're
we?
going into October,
Can we?
really?
Shall
It's like 2 months
Game
off.
all
That's
kinds.
only like
Yes.
2. No, it's only like 2 months off.
Yeah, time's flowing fast,
You
man.
signed up for like April.
Like somebody can sign up for something and forget about it.
You
by
can
then.
actually, you can.
I do that with dental appointments all
You
the
can
time.
sign up for our games already. We're
I
already.
do that for
You know, I haven't
vision
checked to see
appointments.
how we're how we're
Steel
doing.
Battalion at Mad with no Game Hole Con.
Okay, well, guys, see, this is the whole problem. If you go too far out, we forget what we're
For
doing.
which
Which what we're doing?
Which is fine, but otherwise, yeah, I'm pumped. It's like, it's last year was an orgasm and a half. This year will be 3 orgasms. So
It's-
I'm totally looking forward to it.
It's only going to keep getting better.
Well,
yeah.
there's a review form that.
Yes.
that
it was an
that would make
orgasm.
make
It
for
was an
interesting
orgasm and a half.
That was 3 orgasms.
Yeah. It was
Per
a little
day.
death.
per day.
I think tickets have not.
Did they raise? Was it?
All right,
Yeah,
before we all
it's
stare at our
fresh, right?
screens, I do want to mention, of course, our good friends over at Lionheart Racing. That side was to get enough breath to do this. I've been a little bit sick this week.
In the
My
head.
voice-
That hammer really.
hammer!
Ugh.
And some anger management issues. So anyway, we got your we got your Lionheart Racing. You like racing? Do ya? Do you like some virtual racing? You want to go to the races and you don't want the crappy food, huh? Huh?
They're all that.
Or don't want to pay $8 for a beer? Well, that's right. Lionheart can fix it. If you go to www.guysgamesandbeer.net and look on the top right-hand corner of the screen, you can click through and see some races from Lionheart. And guess what? If they're having a race, you can watch it live and cheer on your favorite team. And by the way, if you happen to see a Guys Games and Beer logo, the first person to send one, we still got some. We still got some of these. The first person to send us a logo, a picture of the logo, Guys Games and Beer logo,
Yes.
Yeah.
a game
Yep. Game.
from our good friends over at Mega Cat Studios. That's right. I think that's special.
That is special.
Speaking of special, go to www.facebook.com/guysgamesandbeer. Check out our daily crap in the Guys Games and Beer support group, which is all messed up. The memes have been dank, though.
Yeah.
They've been pretty good. This week's, I actually cracked up every day this week. So
That's
pretty
my
solid
goal.
stuff.
And it's
this week.
only Tuesday.
Yeah.
Yes. Holy crap! It's only 2. All right. So
I
last
know,
week I was
I
cracking
know.
up.
Yeah.
This week I was angry at work. No.
Anyway.
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 Yeah.
Hey, so where can people find us?
Yeah, I already went through that. Yeah, kind of read. But anyway,
Did
if you like Twitter,
Did you
If
mention
you like
what
your
might happen
Twitters-
tomorrow? You said what might happen tomorrow? Happened last week.
You know what might
Happened the week
happen?
before.
More syphilis.
somebody might catch a
Before
disease.
that, yeah, all the time.
Oh
All the
wait,
time.
somebody might get a free game. Somebody definitely will get a free
Somebody will
game.
definitely get a free game every freaking week.
How about maybe on Twitter at Guys Games Beer?
Might be there. That's
How
why
about maybe YouTube? www.youtube.com/guysgamesandbeer.
I did a bold choice last week. I only gave away one on Twitter because I do like our Twitter fans. So, but tomorrow, 2 games. One on YouTube for sure, and then one someplace else. I don't know where yet. So
He might.
we've given away in our user
It
group.
might be in
Yeah.
his pants. He might
We've
have to
given
go
away.
reaching for
We've
it.
given away on our main page. We've given them away on YouTube. We've given them away on Twitter. You got to stay up with all of our
Tom has a code in his pants right now.
do.
Sometimes I stand.
tattooed right across it.
Yeah.
So if you pay attention,
I'm gonna enter it in
That's
later.
permanent.
Let me enter my Steam key.
Pin to his
They'll
nipple
finish with that.
piercings.
sometimes I like stand on the corner of Douglas and go use Morse code to convey a code. So if you're smart, you'll be able to pick up a whole Steam key just by me standing there clapping my hands in time,
Morse
depending on what number I'm cracking out or lettering. So yeah, better pay attention to that.
All right.
Alright, I want to thank you guys very much for watching Guys Games and Beer. Oh my, it was a treat this week.
It wasn't good this week.
See ya next week.
Later.
6:15
Bye.
p.m.
Sometime around
CST.
that. Let me get you the very stick. We'll get that
Oh yeah,
downloaded so I can. I'm still working on last week's, but that might get it queued up.
I know the feeling. I finally posted the Mega Cat Studio interview.
Yay!
Nice.
On iTunes. Yeah. Poor iTunes.
Yeah.
Just get all the
That was like a month and a half ago.
I know.